In this video, I'll be continuing the Natlan Archon quest. I'm doing Act 3 of the Archon quest now. And it's getting quite interesting. I got to meet Capitano last time. As well as Ororon and Seatlali and Gilanin as well. I think we're trying to find Ororon.
Look over there. Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Ororon. As well as the Fatui. Just some Fatui people.
That's Ororon. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So, that's Ororon. He does look like the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
Alright, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
Kostelitsky.
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
That's the Minecraft YouTuber.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Oh, she's also violent.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now. Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1!
Do I get to play as her? I hope I do. No, I
Still
don't.
trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Excuse for slacking.
Bow your head.
Yeah, these guys are easy to beat.
Settle down.
My work. Finished.
Let's move. Can't run.
Bubba, get them!
Be sanctified.
Killjoy! We don't... Miscalculated. This one's well done.
There's a tear in my robe.
Yeah, that was easy.
Ororon!
Granny.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
Is he actually?
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
I'm not a granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a Granny.
I'm not the same age as her.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny. Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Is he?
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
He's acting very differently to when I met him in the Night Kingdom. The way he talks has definitely changed, but it doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to help him keep things secret, and even said it'd be for Citlali's sake. So you treat everyone like they're your uncles and aunties? So you treat everyone like they're your gramps and grannies?
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I don't think they'd do that.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
He kinda does act like a child.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
He's just admitting it.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Ugh, forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence.
He acts very differently to how he looks.
Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
He also doesn't seem very smart. I'm guessing he's just acting that way though. Because when I met him before, he was very Why is there a Petlosaur in here? Raw. Can I let him free? Maybe I need to find a key or something? Now, if I needed a key, then it would have brought up a thing to tell me to find a key. But I think Ororon's probably just acting that way to Lali. It's very different from how he looks though. You return to the city and Lali brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Ororon.
I see. So Ororon came to the
Is
captain's
this
rescue
guy?
because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
I don't know who this is.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Whew. Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
Oh, she's gonna help us. No, she's gonna help us find the Wilds.
Once Ororon is settled,
think.
I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, she's actually gonna forge the name.
Thank you.
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
I thought I had to get permission from all the Wilds or something.
Come with me, Ororon. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Mother Granny.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite. That look on his face, he's probably trying to remind me about my promise. He doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd have never guessed they could have done so much work behind Lali's back. What does he really want?
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you. He told me not to tell anyone though.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
You pulled Paimon aside to tell her everything that you saw earlier.
What? That captain?
What you saw earlier when you collapsed. Keep your voice down.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Ororon, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
I'm still not completely sure. We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
We'll wait until the next day. Go to the agreed location. Up here. What is this place?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Oh, there he is.
What was that?
It's just Ororon.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
Don't tell him that I told you.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
So what's the purpose of this meeting? Let's get straight to the point. He's looking for
It's all clear.
other
Over to
people.
you.
Excellent. The fact
Oh.
that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Capitano's right here. I'm only interested in the intel. I don't care how the Fatui thinks of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue,
I don't
we
think
will
I'm...
inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
I don't think I'm gonna join the Fatui though. Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I like how it plays this music whenever Capitano is on the screen.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
But I think she is quite smart though, so I'm guessing she does have it all planned out.
Now, we may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
What is
An
that
emergency
plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Well, I need to know what the backup plan is first, before I can decide whether it's actually good or not. That's just sort of speculation.
Do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa.
Wait, does that mean even if he got the Gnosis, then he wouldn't give it to the Tsaritsa?
Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged.
Why does he want to save Natlan though?
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Is someone coming?
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Is it gonna be Saint Lily?
Something?
Yes, it
Bad
is.
news, chump. It's your granny.
Whoa. She just punched him in the face.
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
Wait, did she see? Did she see Capitano?
How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Oh, I think she did. That's not good.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
What does she mean, tools?
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child.
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
Our conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Ororon's still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. Well, I'm hoping that Capitano will come back. And we can learn more. What's that achievement I just got? The general in his labyrinth. Officially meet with the Fatui Harbinger, the captain. Now I'm returning to the stadium. I'm quite interested in his plan.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan?
She's quite aggressive.
Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Looks like Ororon has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. Well, it's definitely a little awkward.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
She gets quite
Oh?
freshening.
You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Oh no, she's yelling at us now.
Sorry, Granny.
She's actually quite scary.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Eva over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
Wow, she's really angry. Wait, what? Reconnecting to server? What? What is happening?
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Whoa. What is happening? Is it restarting this?
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see
Yes.
what's at stake here?
It's restarted
You've got
this.
a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, I've just seen all
Why
this,
did
so
you
I'll just skip it.
Just use your brain for... You've always been a good kid. Why would you...
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's
You're very
fine.
Oh?
kind.
You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening?
Sorry, Granny.
Yeah, this is where I was up to.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you.
She's so angry.
Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
Huh? There's something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
What? What is...
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
What?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natla. So I've gotta go.
What just happened? Why? What? Why is it doing this? This is so annoying. Why is it doing this? It hasn't restarted the whole game. And then I have to do all of this again.
In all my years, I've never had a child
this
cause me
is-
so much grief. Why
This is
did
getting
you...
really annoying.
Just use your brain. You've always been a good kid. Why would...
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind.
Oh? You dare gossip
Sorry.
You say all the... That's Ororon, if you're still thinking...
That's not it, Gran. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
I guess it
All I
is
can
getting
say I'm
quieter.
sorry.
I actually didn't notice that at first.
His voice.
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry.
This is
It's
where
up
I was
all
up
of
to.
us do everything we can to save Natla. So I've gotta go.
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it
can
off flawlessly.
Create yourself.
He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Ugh, little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his
Whoa.
legs.
Whoa. She's getting
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
very violent.
But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natland, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to let us... He still doesn't want to let us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Ororon would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster just to approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, we can tell that Ororon's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. What was all that about Ororon's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Return to the stadium.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Well, Paimon's always hungry.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay, we can cover our own bill. Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
How did this become Paimon's bill?
Yeah, you're paying for it all, Paimon.
Citlali looks quite down on herself.
Yeah, do it for Citlali.
Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that? So you can just sit back and enjoy, Citlali. Paimon will take care of it.
I'm usually paying for your food, Paimon, so...
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Oh, Paimon's not paying for it. Are we going to the same inn that we went to before? Oh wait, no one there. The inn with the cool music. The three of you walk into the tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice, while St. Lally begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. Oh, she's like Venti.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
I think she's drunk. She's definitely drunk.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Does she really need more? I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Does everyone call her Granny?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
I thought she was quite young though.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
Alright, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Oh, she's already drunk.
Well then, you have my thanks.
After Chenka leaves, St. Lally downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into the space of from her chair. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. Yeah, she's definitely drunk.
Sitlali? Sitlali?
Who's that?
These eyes are really
You
funny.
got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Yeah, she's...
Listen with the Sitlali. You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really?
Is she talking to
What
me?
did I do to deserve that?
Granny Sitlali, you're not a monster at all.
You're not a monster.
Exactly. And
Oh.
while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
I never said that you were lazy.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Me? Guess I'm a new kid?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Thank you for your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Oh, she's finally... Oh. She's snoring very loudly.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain,
Wait, she's not
the
asleep?
chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
She was snoring.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Oh, she said way too many drinks.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed.
Ooh, that's kinda...
That was a close one.
That's kinda gross.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about before.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually,
Should we just tell her?
Huh? Tell me what?
yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Alright, Citlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You described the events that took place during Ororon's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Citlali shared some of her senses with you for a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts. Does that mean she does know that we can hear her thoughts by doing that?
You heard my...
Oh no, she doesn't know.
Okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
Has that happened to you?
So that, happens to you a lot.
That was very specific.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Is that generic? Are you okay? You look dejected.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
You should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. But she's gonna get really angry if she heard me say that. Okay, this is where I'm gonna end the video for now. If you want to... Oh, is this a new room? Wait, no, I think this already existed. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, then I also have lots of other Genshin videos, as well as Star Rail videos. So if you want to watch, so if you enjoyed this video, then you may want to watch some of those. If you enjoy my reaction to the quests. And also, if you did enjoy it, then you may also want to subscribe, because I'll be doing a 200 subscriber special video once I reach 200 subscribers. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.